Sample problem number 3, sabi dito, the tank shown in the figure is fabricated from a steel plate. Determine the maximum longitudinal stress caused by an internal pressure of 1.2 megapascal if the steel plate has a thickness of 10 millimeter. And then determine the maximum circumferential stress caused by an internal pressure of 1.2 megapascal if the steel plate has a thickness of 10 millimeter, and then determine the minimum thickness of plate which may be used if the stress is limited to 40 megapascal and the internal pressure is 1.5 megapascal. So in this case, hindi na cylindrical yung ating tangke. So yung measurement na to, pinaredraw ko kasi to para mukha siyang realistic. But the measurement here is inside of the tank. So, inside ito, hindi siya outside, yung 400 mm. So, ang mangyayari dito, hahanapin muna natin yung ating longitudinal stress, that is sigma sub L, and then yung circumferential stress, that is sigma sub T. Okay? Then later on, thickness naman yung hahanapin natin given these two conditions, the allowable stress and the internal pressure. Okay. So, unahin natin kay number 1, ang hinahanap natin ay longitudinal stress. Sabi natin, para makuha yung longitudinal stress, ikakat natin yung section transversely, opposite, di ba? Perpendicularly. Okay? So, this is our section. Ikakat natin siya transversely, ang lalabas sa atin ay longitudinal force. So, basically, ang meron tayo dito, laging challenge mag-drawing dito. Okay, so parang ganyan yung ating tangke, Okay, so now, nung kinat natin, similar doon sa mga problem natin kanina, meron tayo ditong force due to pressure. Tapos, since may maliliit na pressure dito sa ating tank wall, meron niyang resultant R. Nire-resist siya ng ating tank walls. So, by summation forces horizontal, so we can say that our force due to pressure is equivalent to the resistance R. Since our force due to pressure, that is P, over the area of pressure, okay? And our resistance naman is equivalent to the stress, longitudinal, multiplied by the area of the tank wall. Okay? So, kunin muna natin yung internal area na to. This one. Okay? So, that is, pagka dinraw natin yung ating section, hindi na kasi to circular. So, hindi na akma gamitin yung mga formula na na-derive natin. So, kapag hindi circular, babalik tayo sa derivation. Okay? So, isosolve ulit natin siya. So, ito may rectangle tayo dito na ang haba ay 600 mm. Then, meron tayong dalawang semicircle dito na ang diameter natin, the diameter of these two semicircle is 400 mm. So, kung susumahin natin yung ating area, that is the area of this rectangle, tsaka yung area naman ng this dalawang semicircle. O basically, isang circle at isang rectangle. So, the area is 600 times yung ating height is 400 plus meron tayong dalawang semicircle, so that is pi over 4 diameter squared 400 squared. Kasi yung dalawang semicircle, that is a single circle. Okay? So this is 600 times 400 multiplied by pi over 4 times 400 squared. Sum pala to. I-multiply ko, sobrang laki. This is, ang laki naman ng area, 365,663.7061 millimeter squared. Okay? So that is the area of pressure. Pagdating naman sa area ng tank wall, ito naman yun yung nasa loob. So that is yung perimeter netong ating linya na to. Ano ang magiging perimeter niyan? Meron tayong dalawang 600 na length. Okay, so kunin natin yung area ng tank wall ha. Okay, perimeter muna tayo, tsaka natin i-multiply sa thickness. Meron tayong dalawang 600, then meron tayong circle. So, ang perimeter ng circle ay pi times the diameter na 400 multiplied by the thickness. According to the problem, the thickness is 10 mm. So, the area of the tank wall is 2 times 600 plus pi times 400 times 10. We have 24,566.37061 millimeter squared. So, meron na tayong dalawang area. So, kaya na natin tong solven. So, the longitudinal stress is equivalent to the pressure. Our pressure is 1.2 megapascal. 1.2 megapascal. Ang area ngayon natin ng pressure ay 365,663.7061 millimeter squared. At ang area naman ng ating tank wall ay 24,566.37061 millimeter squared. Cancel na to. Our unit of pressure or stress is is in megapascal. So, 1.2 multiplied by 365, 663.7061. Ba't di ko na lang sinistore kasi 24,556.37061. Our answer is 17.869 megapascal. So, this is the longitudinal stress. Now, hindi natin to pwedeng i-multiply lang basta by 2 to get the tangential stress. Kailangan natin bumalik doon sa concept. Okay? So, ang mangyayari naman ngayon para sa tangential stress, ika-cut natin dito paangat, that is 1. Okay? Pwede rin naman natin siyang i-cut dito. So, dalawa kasi yung magiging tangential stress natin dito. Pwedeng ang tangential stress mo ay nandito sa walls, pwede na nandito sa side walls, pwede naman nandito sa top and bottom walls. Okay? So, pareho natin kailangang i-analyze yan. So, i-try natin muna yung cut natin here. So, iwanan natin yung ating bottom side ng wall. So, for number 2, may dalawang scenario tayo. Okay? Kapag kasi cylindrical, syempre, circular, kahit ikat mo yun sa ibang side, pareho lang. Pero in this case, hindi siya circular. Tapos na. Mali pala to. Okay. So, ito yung cutting plane na to, yung nakahigang cutting plane na to. This one. Okay? So, similar dun sa kanina, may force due to pressure pa rin tayo dito. and meron tayong dalawang resistance, let's call it R, sa both side ng ating tank wall. Okay? So therefore, we can say by summation forces vertical that our FP is equivalent sa 2R. Okay, madali yung area nito kasi ito ay 10 mm daw. Then meron lang tayo ditong length L. Okay? So how about the other side? Ito, yung para sa pressure. Since meron naman tayong length nito, makukuha natin yan. That is 600. Tapos ito ay magiging 200 kasi kalahati nung diameter, radius lang ito eh. So 200 din. So ang total natin ay 1,000. So this is 1,000 millimeter. This section dito. Okay? So our length according to the problem, the length is 1,400 millimeter. So this is 1,400 millimeter. So, ang force due to pressure pa rin natin, syempre, yung rectangle pa rin na to, itong green rectangle na to. Ito pa rin yung projected area of our pressure. Okay? So, that is our pressure multiplied by 1,000 times 1,400. Ito yung area ng pressure. That is equal to 2R. That is twice sigma tangential. Ang area ng tank naman natin ay 1,400 times 10. Ang sabi ng problem, the pressure is still 1.2 megapascal. So, replace natin to ng 1.2 megapascal. So, our sigma sub T is 1.2 megapascal multiplied by 1,000 mm by 1,400 mm all over 2 times 1,400 mm times 10. Okay? So, our sigma sub T is 12 times 1,000 divided by 2 times 10. Okay, that is 600 megapascal. Ay, sorry. 1.2 lang. 12 yung nailagay ko. 60 megapascal. Okay? Na kung mapapansin nyo yung nangyari dito, actually ang nangyari ay pressure, tapos sa halip na diameter, ang kinuha natin ay yung distance dito, hindi kasi siya diameter, but yung ating longitudinal distance dito. So sa halip na diameter, this is ito yung length width siguro. Yan yung naging width ng ating rectangle divided by twice ng thickness. So almost similar pa din. Paano naman kung yung ating section ay sa kabilang side? Ito naman yung naging putol natin, yung nakatayo na to. What if ganito ang nangyari sa atin? Okay? This is our A, 2A, and then this is our B. So ang nangyari naman sa atin ay okay, dimension tayo. Ang length natin pa rin ay 1,400. In this case, the inside kay natin ay 400 mm na lang. And then this one is still the thickness na 10 mm. 10 mm. So, andyan pa rin yung tumutulak para sumabog tayo, which is the force due to pressure, at meron pa rin dalawang resistance yung ating tank wall. So, similar doon sa kanina, we can say that our FP is equivalent to 2R. So that is FP is pressure multiplied by the area. Ano na ngayon yung area natin? So ang area naman natin for pressure now is yung loob pa rin ng tangke na pinutol natin. So this one pa rin. Okay? So yan pa rin yung ating area which gives us 400 millimeter times the length na 1,400 millimeter. Okay? That is equivalent sa 2R which is sigma tangential, okay, multiplied by our area na 10 millimeter times 1,400 millimeter. Okay? So, cancel na itong 1,400, cancel na rin yung unit na millimeter. Our tangential stress is P, 1.2 megapascal multiplied by 40 divided by 2 times 10, which will give us 2.4 megapascal. Sorry, this is 400. Kulang na isang zero si Sago. 400 megapascal. This is 24 megapascal. Ulitin natin. Okay? So, 24 megapascal yung stress, yung isa naman ay 60. Pag stress ang pinag-uusapan, dapat mas mag-govern yung mas mataas. So, the stress here is 60 megapascal. So, basically, pag non-circular, napapalitan lang yung formula natin, di ba? Yung where W is the transverse dimension. O yun yung lapad nung area natin na to. So ito 400, 400 ang nandito. Dito 1,000, 1,000 ang naiwan dito. Okay? So ganun lang pala yung formula na kailangan natin. Alright? Lastly, for number 3, ang tanong sa atin ay determine the minimum thickness of the plate which may be used if the stress is limited to 40 megapascal and the internal pressure is 1.5 megapascal. Now, ang mas mataas na stress natin lagi na nakukuha ay si tangential. So therefore, mas mag-govern yung tangential stress natin. Bakit mas nag-govern yung tangential stress? Kasi mas maliit yung area na nagre-resist kapag tangential ang pinag-uusapan. So imagine ninyo, pagdating sa longitudinal, our area is 24,000 millimeter squared. Pero pagdating natin sa tangential, 14,000 at saka 14,000 din. Okay? So, mas maliit. Okay? Kaya ang nag-govern sa maximum stress ay si tangential. So, ito yung gagamitin natin. So, gamitin natin yung formula for tangential stress. Sabi natin, na-derive natin to kanina, ang nag-govern ay ito. Okay? So, sigma sub T is equivalent to the pressure multiplied by the width or the transverse dimension divided by 2T. So, our tangential stress daw will be limited to 40 megapascal. So, 40 MPa and that is equal sa pressure na 1.5 megapascal. At ang nag-govern natin na dimension kanina ay si 1,000 multiplied by 1,400, although cancel naman na yan, i-neglect na natin. Okay? Divided by twice the thickness na hinahanap. So, our thickness here is 1.5 times 1,000 divided by 40 times 2. So, the thickness is 18.75 millimeter. Okay. Na kung hindi ka kumbensido, pwede mong itry dito sa tatlong ginawa natin, sa tatlong na-derive natin. So, pwede nating isa pa yung tangential stress natin, pwedeng palitan lang natin yung area. Yung 40 megapascal is equivalent sa 1.5 megapascal. And then gamitin natin yung area na to. That is 400 over twice ng thickness. Okay? So dito, the thickness will be 7.5 millimeter. Okay? Ito yung base dito. Okay? So, ito. Next, kung gusto rin nating itry sa longitudinal, pwede rin naman. So, our longitudinal naman, so paano natin nakuha yung formula? Ito lang naman yung i-multiply natin sa thickness. So, ang mangyayari lang dito, yung longitudinal stress natin is multiplied by the pressure, multiplied by the cross-sectional area of the tank, divided by yung circumference ng tank o yung perimeter ng tank times thickness. Okay? Ang dami namang P. Sulat ko na lang, perimeter multiplied by the thickness. Alright? Sige, itry natin yon. Again, that is force multiplied by the area ng tank over the perimeter times the thickness T. So, sabi sa atin, limited daw sa 40 megapascal yung ating stress. Ang pressure ay 1.5 megapascal. Yung cross-sectional area ng tank, that is 365,663.7601. 365,663.7 37601. Ito ba? Dalawang 3? 566 3 365,663.7601 0.7601 divided by our perimeter is 24,556.37061. 24,556. Pero take note, kailangan natin tanggalin yung ating thickness. So, ang gagamitin lang natin ay yung perimeter na ito. Okay? That is, 2,600 multiplied by 400 pi. Okay? So, palitan natin ito dahil area ito. So, our perimeter is 2,600 plus pi times 400 or yung pi times diameter times the thickness. Here, the thickness is, okay, 1.5 multiplied by 365,663.7601 all over 2,600 plus pi times 400 times 40 para ang thickness naman natin ay 5.581 mm. So kung papansin ninyo, si longitudinal stress, mas nagre-require siya ng mas maliit na thickness. Okay? Pero pagdating kay tangential, mas malaki. Kapag ang pinag-uusapan natin ay mga dimension, dapat ang pipiliin natin ay yung largest, yung pinakamalaking dimension para maging safe. So this one will govern. So, ang pipiliin mong thickness ay 18.75, pwede rin namang 19 mm kasi mahirap sukatin yung 0.75 mm. Okay? Let's proceed with the last and final problem for this topic. Sabi dito, a spherical tank for storing gas under pressure is 25 meter in diameter and is made of structural steel 15 mm thick. The yield point of the material is 250 megapascal and a safety factor of 2.5 is adequate. For number 1, we have to determine the maximum permissible internal pressure assuming the welded seams between the various plates is as strong as the metal. Pangalawa naman, determine the permissible pressure if the seams is 75% as strong as solid metal. And lastly, determine the thickness of the spherical tank if it has an allowable tensile stress of 150 megapascal and if it is subjected to an internal pressure of 0.3 megapascal. Okay, kanina nung discussion, may na-miss out akong part. Let me go back to that one. Okay, dito. So, kasi, ang spherical tank natin, ang nararanasan lang niya ay longitudinal stress. So, ang formula lang for spherical tank ay PD over 40. Wala siyang tangential stress. Again, pag spherical ang tank, ang nararanasan lang niya ay longitudinal stress. Okay? Kasi kahit saan sa ang part mo siya i-cut, ang lalabas na cross-sectional area ay circular. Okay? Unlike dito sa tangential na rectangular yung nakukuha nating area of pressure. Dito always circular sa spherical. Okay? So ang nararanasan lang ng spherical tank ay longitudinal stress. So the stress is PD over 4T. So for number 1, ang sabi dito, hinahanap sa atin yung internal pressure kapag yung weld ng bakal natin is kasing tibay ng metal. Kung kasing tibay yan ng metal, therefore, yung ating stress should be equal to the actual stress or yung yung allowable stress ng bakal. Kaso sabi ng problem, may factor of safety daw tayo. So kunin muna natin yon. Ang factor of safety natin ay 2.5. At yung 2.5 na yan, that is equivalent to the allowable over the actual. Ang allowable daw natin dahil ang yield point ay 250, okay? Yield point is our limitation kasi yielding means sumusuko na yung bakal, bumibigay na yung bakal, okay? Bumibigay na yung material, okay? So 250 megapascal lang yung capacity niya, hahanapin natin yung kaya lang niyang i-carry. So ang sigma lang natin dito is 100 megapascal. Okay? So kung 100 megapascal lang yung pwedeng stress natin, the question is ano daw yung pressure? So 100 megapascal is equivalent to the unknown pressure times the diameter of the tank na 25 meters divided by our thickness na 15 mm. Since naka-meters ito, tas 15 mm yung ating thickness, dapat pareho sila ng unit. So ito na lang yung i-adjust natin. Gawin natin tong 25,000 millimeter. Napakalaking tangke, 25 meters. Divided by the thickness na 15 mm. Tapos ang thickness mo 15 mm. Multiplied by 4, wag nang kalilimutan. So our pressure should be 100 times 4 times 15 divided by 25,000. Our pressure should be 0.24 megapascal or the pressure is 240 kilopascal. And this is our answer for this problem. For number 2, determine naman daw the permissible pressure if the seams are 75% as the strong solid metal. Okay, so ibig sabihin, hinahanap na sa atin pa rin yung pressure, pero this time, ang kaya na lang daw niyang i-carry ay 75% ng 100 megapascal. Hindi na kasing tibay ng bakal yung welding natin. Ang kaya na lang niya ay 75 megapascal. So this is 75 megapascal equal to the pressure P multiplied by 25,000 millimeter divided by 4 times the thickness na 15 millimeter. So that would be, parang minultiply ko lang sa 0.75, we have 18. So our pressure is 0.18 megapascal or that is 180 kilopascal. And last question tayo, number 3. Determine the thickness of the spherical tank if it has an allowable tensile stress of. So ang stress na natin ay 150 megapascal. Yan na raw yung kaya nating i-carry. Okay, considered na si factor of safety and the internal pressure is 0.3 megapascal. Okay, so our stress again is PD over 4T. So this is 150 megapascal. Our pressure ay 0.30 megapascal. The diameter is 25,000 millimeter. And then the thickness is unknown. Hinahanap sa atin yung thickness. Okay? So our thickness here will be 0.3 times 25,000 over 150 times 4. We have 12.5 millimeter. Okay? And this is our answer for this problem. And that's it for tin walled pressure vessel. I hope that there is something tayo na naidagdag sa ating kalaman. Next, we will go now with our strain.